The Real Housewives of New York recap running your mouth. Carole Radziwill is the most courageous housewife in the history of the franchise. On The Real Housewives of New York Season 10 Episode 2, the 54-year-old embarked on one of the most challenging experiences of her life, the New York Marathon. While that may not sound like a big deal, you have to take into consideration that Carole has been vocal in the past about not exercising, so it was always going to be difficult. When The Real Housewives of New York City Season 9 wrapped, she took up exercising to get in shape for the big event, and who can blame her? For Carole, the marathon was all about honoring her late husband, Anthony, who competed in the past, and she felt like she never took it seriously the first time around. The 30-year-old Carole definitely couldn't have imagined the 54-year-old Carole running 26.2 miles. The 30-year-old Carole would say, "Are you kidding me?" she shared with viewers. "But, I'm excited. I'm thinking of it as an adventure." In a heartwarming moment, Carole went to find out what Anthony's stats were, and let's just say they were much better than hers. "I felt a little melancholy and proud at the same time when I saw his name and his time," Carole said. "It's just incredible that he did that, and I wish I would have made more of a celebration of it." When the time came for Carole to run, she was nervous as hell, but she powered through and met her family and friends at the other side over 6 hours later. It was an emotional experience for her, but she wanted to pay tribute to Anthony, and she did so in winning fashion. Before the marathon kicked off, she was scared at the prospect of not being able to complete it. "I'm more scared to run the marathon than I was when I was working at ABC News and I was covering the war in the Middle East," she said. "Going over to Afghanistan, I felt exhilarated, excited. Now, standing at the start line is probably the scariest place I've ever been. It's very different than other challenges I've had in my life. There's no support. This is all on me," she added. Elsewhere, Tinsley continued to cause problems, and it's becoming increasingly apparent that she was just as bad as Sonia all along. During a dinner date with Luann, Tinsley could not help being nasty when Luann tried to give her advice on the man in her life. Tinsley looked like Luann had just stuck the knife in her or something, that very notion of being given advice. This led to Tinsley dragging Luann for having the Countess title, and just being a sucky person. Luann met up with Sonia and the two bonded over their mutual hatred for Tinsley. Luann politely claimed that she has various media endorsements through her title, and that was that. But Sonia wanted to drag Tinsley some more, and she did so with Doreen during a walk in the city. Sonia claimed that Tinsley was a woman who moved to the city to have a man pay for everything for her, and even went as far as claiming that Tinsley never paid for the gift card she gave her. Yeah, these ladies are going to be at odds before long, and it looks set to play out when they all head to the Hamptons. What did you think of the latest action? Hit the comments. The Real Housewives of New York continues Wednesdays. 19 Real Housewives who only lasted one season start gallery.